get your shovel, Javi. Get your shovel. You got your things on, you got your scarf. You put all that shit away, didn't you, dum-dum? But you get your gloves on. You got the rock salt out there. Ace Hardware selling shovels right now. You could get 9 of them for $4. They're trying to get rid of all of them. It's snowing in Chicago. Good morning, sleepyheads. I'm going to do a show. I'm going to do a show called The Canna Show. And it's snowing outside. You want to see? Look. It's snowing out there. I was going to go work on my motorcycle today. But you know what I'm going to do? Sit inside. Take my medicine. I'm going to do a show for you guys. The Canna Show, live from my kitchen here in Chicago, Illinois. Take 2. Javi, moccasins on. You're messing with me. You got your red scarf. Look at you. You look so cute. Live from Illinois. The Canna Show with me, Raymond Vernon Parton III. Good morning, sleepyheads. I know you guys are still sleeping. Wake up. Wake up. Oh, there you go, Javi. Good job, Javi. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, you. Good morning, you. Good morning, you.
You see my eyes are feeling red again. I'm bringing light like Thomas Funky Edison. Been in the desert for 47 days. Purple haze, the poison that it tastes to never change. Turn up the woofer so I can feel the beat vibrate. My belly like a bomb in harmony. Summer heat, my back is sticking to me to the seat. Bare feet, tank top, and shorts is all you need. But summer breeze, I'm feeling kinda fine. I'm rolling with my shorty all the time. Wine and grind, lovely, shake your behind. Cinnamon skin be bringing sin to my mind. But whether or not the weather's hot or the weather's cold, I'm gonna like her, my whole soul, so that she can feel me like Coca-Cola. I'm the whoa, sweet thing, my girl, lollipop. She going mad crops. She rolling herbs every day at about 4 o'clock. Tick-tock, strike the hammer while the iron's hot. Over. What you got cooking in the pot? Say, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? Hydroponic, ultra supersonic. Or does it grow naturally slow? Ganja babe, my sweet ganja babe. I love the way you love me and the way you're misbehaving. Ganja babe, my sweet ganja babe. Come wake my body, I did take my mind away.
Sorry, I got a loose wire.
Everybody get down and do the boogaloo. Just like the cover of I Want You. Look what you gonna do. What you gonna do when the rent comes due? Round up the posse and call up the crew. $5 at the door and you bring your own booze. Call
Sounds
your
like a fun
neighbors
time.
cause they can come too.
Cannafest?
Be sure and bring your records cause I only got a few. So
Cannafest
Black.
2000 motherfucking 19.
Yes,
Where's
sir,
it
yes,
at? Where's
sir. A
it at?
nickel bag full. Some for my partner, some for my crew. Some for my ganja baby, she needs two. Just like me, they long to be.
Yes, they do.
Hi, ganja babe, my sweet ganja babe. I love the way you love me and the way you're misbehaving. Ganja babe, my sweet ganja babe.
Yes.
Come wake my body, I did take my mind away. Ganja, my sweet ganja babe. I love the way you love me and the way you misbehaving. Ganja babe, my sweet ganja babe. Come wake my body, I did take my mind away.
Wake up. Wake up, sleepyhead.
Take my mind away.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
Take
He's
my
back
mind
on.
away.
He's gonna do a show this morning. Wake up. It's the Canna Canna Show, live from Chicago, Illinois. Produced by me, Raymond Vernon Parton III. Welcome, you guys. The sponsor this morning is Starbucks. See, in the new town I live in, I gotta drive miles away to get a coffee. I had them put a Starbucks right down the street. I said, Starbucks, Judy used to work at the Dunkin' by my house to hook me up on Sunday mornings. I used to do a show called You Should Do a Podcast. I now do one called The Canna Show. Judy said, I don't know who you are, Ray. I don't know who you are. This is a new neighborhood. You ain't got the clout here like you used to have. Speaking of new neighborhoods, new people, new bars, new. There's just a bunch of new restaurants, and I love living in a new town. There's so many things to discover. There's so many things to do. Last night I discovered something that I have not seen and or witnessed in society. Maybe it's just because I haven't really gone to bars and clubs per se over the last couple of years. Because the bars that I've been in, well, basically it's the wine bar and Clancy's. Those aren't really bars. Those are just watering holes. So they're great places. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love them. That's my shit. That's where I belong. But last night I went to a bar out here in my new neighborhood, and well, like I said, I witnessed something that I've never seen before. This is a new phenomenon. Don't look at me like that, Javi. How dare you? I'm gonna do the room service bit. Wait, Javi. And for those asking, Javi is not my son. He is an actual intern that I hired to work here on the Canna Show. A lot of people are fans of Javi's. We got some new shirts coming out, but we'll talk about the shirts in a second. I'm going to pick them up this Saturday. The brand new Canna Show and Canna Fest shirts, girl sizes and big guy sizes as well, big guys. And to those people who didn't get the You Should Do a Podcast shirts, Aaron, not that Aaron, the other Aaron, and everybody I talked to who did not get their shirts, there's probably a reason you didn't get their shirts. We think somebody messed with the shipping. The same person who messed with my Instagram, the same person who messed with my computer. So you guys, we're starting all over, and I appreciate you guys for sticking around through all of this. It was called You Should Do a Podcast. Now it's the Canna Show. You know, we have to distance ourselves from those who want to be us. Now, if they copy this show, I'm going to be so flattered. Speaking of being flattered, I'm going to play some music behind me just because I want to. I'm going to switch back and forth like that to this. You guys, so we went to this bar by my house last night. Some friends and I, and it was a great time. I'm sure if you guys saw my Facebook, we were doing a little bit of dancing and romancing. It was good. It was good. There was sweat, wet. We got it going like a turbo jet. It was all of that last night. It was so fun. But there was a dude, and his name was Sasquatch. Bro, if you're a bartender, you're 6'2", with your long fucking Hanson flowing hair, and your no tattoos, and your really short t-shirt with your really short sleeves, and your name is Sasquatch, and you're appearing to be, I don't know, a guy with a first-time beard, and and a girl touches you like this while she's ordering a beer. Let me back up. I gotta play some background music. Went to a bar. The bartender was a fucking Sally. Bro, he had us kicked out of the bar because the girl that I was with, who was with her husband, touched him on the arm while ordering a beer. And Sasquatch did not like that. He fucking hashtag me tutor, called the fucking police. They fucking came in with a doll, and they had him point out on the doll where the patron touched him. Where was it? Right here? And he said it was on the forearm. Twice. I felt accosted and abused. I thought she was going to take me in the bathroom. Oh my God. So guys of this younger generation who work at bars, who've had sisters or aunts or moms tell them stories where they were probably treated like shit by some dirtbag in a bar. But you're a dude. You're a full-grown fake man with a beautiful haircut and zero balls. You're a dude. She touched you on the arm. What if they wanted to take you home that night? What if those two were swinger wingers and wanted to see if you were down to play a game called, I don't know, how long can you hold your breath? I don't understand these new generation of children and kids and everything. You guys work in a bar? Sack up, bro. It's lagging. It's gonna lag, Devin. Catch up, dude. I don't like your comments, Devin. To be so flattered. Listen, I'm listening to myself. I'm listening to myself live. That's awesome. Play some music. How is that happening? That's awesome. Switch back and forth like that. Look at you guys. Let's so we went to this bar by my house last night. Where's that coming from? And it was a great time. I'm sure if you guys saw my Facebook, we were doing a little bit of dancing. Let's listen to us, watch us. It was good. It was good. There was sweat, wet. We got it going like a turbo jet. It was all of that last night. It was so. But where's this coming from? I'm just gonna let it catch up to me. His name Sasquatch, bro. If you're a bartender, you're 6'2", with your long fucking handsome. So I was making a point, Devin, before you cut me off. Let me center myself. Let me fix my camera. You guys hang out for a second. I'm going to play some music again. I'll get into Sasquatch. I'll get into the shirts. I'll get into CannaFest 2019. I'll get into who's coming on the show. Are we doing a cooking show? Is there going to be more shows on this channel? Yes. Everything's taking a shit on me this morning. Alright, we're not going to do that either. I don't even know where that's coming from. So let's do this. Ray, get your show together, bro. You gotta go live on YouTube. You ain't even got your shit together. Oh, I do have some stories to tell you guys as well about Illinois and cannabis, Missouri and cannabis. Some stories that I read last night, but I know I never get into the stories, but this morning I'm going to, after I finish this coffee, figure out my life, figure out what exactly I was just about to play for you guys. This is what I was going to play for you guys while I figure everything out here. You guys, good morning. Thank you for watching the Canna Show. As you can tell, I didn't get my coffee in me yet. Hang on. Strummy dum dum. You guys going to strum it out here. Why nothing? Come on, Ray. Hang on a second. Listen to him, he's playing some pretty intense background music. He must be getting ready to say something. I have a lot of things to say today. Let's figure this out. Okay, so I know I got in half into the story about the guy. The guy messed me up last night. That was hilarious. But again, welcome you guys to the Canna Show. I'm Raymond V. Parton III. It's snowing in Chicago right now. I can't believe it's fucking snowing. I was going to go work on my motorcycle this morning to finish it up. We're about 2 hours away from riding that bad dog, and it's snowing outside. So, guess what? Scratch the plans, pack the bong, and that's what we're doing today. So, you guys, I'm going this morning, like I said, to pick up the brand new The Canna Show shirts. Canifest shirts as well. A couple of things I want to talk about, you guys, real quickly, with some background music. Everybody get down, you guys. Oh, shit. Beep, beep, beep. All right, everybody, do it. You guys, so 420 is coming up. Are you guys planning your festivities? Did you save all your grams at the dispensary because it's going to be 420? I hope you guys have been stacking your grams. You're going to need them. It's 420. Next Saturday, you got a bong? You got a lighter rag? No. I'm going to borrow yours. I'm going to steal your girlfriend. I'm going to put it in my pocket. You guys, 420, there's going to be a lot of fucking fun shit happening. At the station, Windy City Cannabis has a celebration, the 420 celebration at the station. You can join them from 12 to 9 p.m. on 420 at the Station Pizzeria. That's in Glenwood, Illinois, 60425. Come out and celebrate 420 with Windy City Cannabis. They're going to have hourly raffles, live music, food, beanbag tournaments. There's going to be the best dressed costume contest. Don't forget to show off your favorite cannabis themed attire. Listen, just come there wearing a beanbag, you win. Listen, they're going to have all Windy City patients, caregivers, family members, and friends are welcome. They have a dope lineup for you to come out and check out and celebrate 420 with them this Saturday. You guys, the headliners are from 12 to 2, Mike the Ice Man Slayton. We got from 2 to 4 p.m. the 7th Sons. Not the 6th Sons, or the 7th one. The 6th son was pretty much a dick. So they went, we're going to call the 7th son because that guy did some shit with his life. He probably became a dentist or something really cool. But the 6th one was a jerk, so they named that band the 7th Sons. We got the Stone Blues Band from 4 to 6. Those guys are really fucking cool. You know why? Because they play blues and they get stoned. They're really cool guys. I met them before. They're awesome guys. From 6 to 8, Veronica Lake Band. I do not know who they are, but I can't wait to check them out. And then closing out the show from 8 to 9 with pyrotechnics. They got girls with hula hoops. They got a cotton candy machine. Evil Jim and the Culprits. It's gonna be cool. I hope you guys are excited like I am about 420. 420, there's a lot of events happening that day in 420 all throughout the city, all throughout fucking Illinois. We're slowly embracing this, you guys. Law enforcement is embracing it. They're understanding that we are not the criminals. We are not here to do anything wrong. I'm sorry if we dropped a bag of Cheetos on the ground. We'll pick that up. I'm sorry if everybody in our family is comfortable at this party and we're having a great time and nobody even got in a fight or raised their voice. The community is embracing it. Illinois is embracing it. And so are about 59,000 patients in Illinois right now. We're up to about 59,000 this week, which is great. That means the state is now taking notice. There's a lot of things happening with that. So again, you guys, we have big things happening in Illinois for cannabis. And I want you to tell a friend who has their card or needs their card, tune into the Canna Show because there's a party coming up very shortly this summer that I want every patient in Illinois at. If you go to my Facebook, Raymond Parton at Facebook, look up the video I posted yesterday where it's going to be at. I gave some video from both sides. You guys can see where the band's going to be set up. You guys can see where the cabins are, where the tent spots are. If you have an RV, if you have a pop-up camper, bring it out. If you know someone with a pop-up camper, listen, do you have a brother-in-law? You're like, dude, that thing's been sitting in your driveway for 6 years. I know it smells really bad on the inside, but let's pop that bad dog open, pressure wash it out. Ray's having Canifest. We could sleep over. You guys, get that thing cleaned up. Get the mildew out of it. Shake your tents out. Roll out your sleeping bags. Tell your wife, listen, we're going to get some fucking... They make off. She's like, but it has DEET in it. You guys, this Illinois cannabis community, I'm really sure that they can come up with a really good off formula to stay out there in the woods all night. You guys don't want mosquito bites because you are staying overnight. I'm staying overnight. It starts on Friday night. Friday night's more or less going to be a party for everybody who's putting together Canifest at the campground. Then Saturday, if you roll around the lake where you can see right from your camp spot. If you want to wake up and literally just open up your tent and watch the band and watch the day, you can do that. You really don't have to do anything. But up on top of the hill, on the other side of the lake, at this location, if you watch my Facebook video, it's a beautiful lake. And then there's a rolling hill that goes up where we're going to have the world's biggest slip and slide as well. It's going to be awesome. On top of that hill, we're going to put a band, because that is the forest preserve that I'm renting out for the whole day. I can't give the location away yet because some people are dicks. And if you know them, get them! So yeah, we're going to put it up on top of the hill. We're going to rent that grove out for the full day. Then, Saturday, if you so want to, if you fucking feel so inclined, you can keep your spot and stay with us and party all night Saturday as well, because we're going to have 5 bands during the day on Saturday. We're going to have infused food, artists and chefs and people coming out there, and all the vendors from most of these 420 events that are happening here in Chicago are going to come and hang out with us. It's not going to be on 420. It's just called 420 Canafest 2019. I'm pretty sure you know by the name that it's not a Bible study group. We're not coming there to talk about Jeebus. Well, I mean, you can if you want to. If you guys feel like you want to talk about Jeebus in one corner of Canafest, you guys do that. But listen, it's an event for everybody, for friends and family and kids. It's a kid-friendly event. You guys bring your whole fucking family out. Stay for the day. Again, open up your tents now and air them out like a fucking pants full of farts, because you guys are going to want to hang out with us all weekend. You know why? Because you are going to be introduced to you, and you're going to be introduced to you. That's why we're doing this, to introduce everybody in the Illinois cannabis community to each other. That way, we can slowly weird out the imposters. Listen, we can weed out the imposters together. They're already weird enough, Javi. There are imposters in every community. We're not going to talk about them because that gives them power. But we all know who we're talking about. And the imposters that are out there that are spreading stuff around about the Canna Show and the old show, you should do a podcast. Well, guess what? That's your show now, bro. Where's your podcast? I gave it to you. Matter of fact, I'll let you do a show on this channel. We'll talk more about the shows that are coming on this channel. In the next 2 weeks, we're probably going to have 3 more shows on here. Under the You Should Do a Podcast name, my show is The Canna Show. Your show could be called Me and My Mom Make Pancakes. Opening Mail with Mary. Oatmeal raisins and raisin. Me. I used to be Raisin. Now I'm Ray. A lot of you guys don't know. That's a kind of a crazy subject to even get into, but people used to call me Raisin, and so I had a show called The Raisin Hell Show. Last night I spent an hour or so trying to load up The Raisin Hell Show on my YouTube channel. All 6 shows that I did, they're about an hour and a half long. It's skits and all kinds of stuff and bits with Twan and Andy and Jay and just about everybody. I'm gonna play a song. Just because Skinny had this shirt on at practice last week, and I said, that, my friend, is a fucking great song. I'll talk about practice some more. Slinky Style, 6 Pigeons, members of the Bag. Last week we had a member of the Crumb there, Celestial Crumb. We had fucking like 6 bands in one little area. We had a horns player from Malafacha Ska and Tone Zone Scam. That was Ramon, and we had Simon was out there playing some horns. We couldn't get Eric Stein out there because Eric lives all the way in fucking Mars. When you're as talented as Eric is, and you're an alien with that instrument he uses in his hand holes, listen, he rips them, and he shreds them up. Just joking. Eric, it really sucks that we can't have you, that our schedules don't match up, and you can't move closer to people. Eric, your friend, you said you're friends with an eagle. You talk to your dog, and you have a couple of fish you said you talked to that are in a stream near your house. I really appreciate you being one with this earth, but there's people who really would like to see you too, Eric. You're a talented MF. Get out of there. What are you doing all the way down there by... What do they got you working the fucking Great American Eagle? At Great America? What are you doing all the way over there? We'll talk some more stuff, you guys. I don't even know where I was at. We're going to talk about this too. Hashtag not a lazy stoner. Don't be a lazy stoner. Hashtag not a lazy stoner. Go look it up right now. Also, go to my Instagram at The Canna Show. Search for Raymond Parton. There's some imposters out there. None of those are me. Send them as many messages. I encourage you guys. Anybody sending you messages other than me from The Canna Show, send them a picture of your butt. Send them a picture while you're pooping. Send them a picture of the aftermath. I don't care, you guys. I think they said impersonation is the best form of flattery or something like that, right? Or you should be I don't know what the fuck. I'm not flattered. I want to punch you in your fucking face. I'm just, listen, I grew up in a house with like 7 kids. I want everything to be mine. Mine! It's a thing that I talk about. I was the youngest kid, so I had to fight my way to get everything I had. So, with that being said, everything I got, I keep. You guys, jam out. Just a little bit of ween. It's Sunday morning. Wake up. Hey, sleepyheads. Don't get stuck in a cabana eating bananas and blow. First of all, you're going to poop the cabana. You're going to ruin your whole cabana experience for everybody. This depending on where you're at in the country, I guess that could be a good time. Here in Chicago, we're worried about cannabis, not bananas and blow. There's certain people in different parts of the country, well, that seems to be their diet, if you can tell by the way they act. I mean, I read a study recently that said when people want to be held down in a certain society, they're starved of protein, because protein is what makes your brain grow. Protein is what gives you strength to say, no, I don't want to, I'm eating protein today. I'm fucking got my own thought process. Can't tell me what to do. But in certain parts of the country, in certain societies, in certain fucking trades, and in certain parts of the world, and in certain fucking towns, people are like, you know what? Protein's just not for me. It's just not my thing, you know. It's, listen, you guys are going to kill an animal, then listen, every animal has feelings. Well, you seem a little bit goofy because you need a goddamn hack into the rear quarter of a raccoon. Just get some protein in your goddamn body, you weirdos. Back to what I was saying. I read a study. I didn't even read it. People who say they read stuff, you're not fooling anybody, dumb. You heard it on the news. No, online I was watching some video and they were saying, though, seriously, that not giving somebody protein or starving somebody is an easier way to keep them down. You know, you can really control somebody's mental state by starving them and putting them in places where they're just trapped and they can't get out of. And I'm not speaking about anybody in particular, but I'm just saying, if you come to the Midwest, we'll just hack into a goddamn cow and think straight all week. We're not doing bananas and blow. We're looking for legalization of cannabis in Chicago. And we're eating, you know, beef. I ate last night. Oh my goodness. I heard the commercial about these guys forever. Nothing Bundt cakes. You guys ever have one of those? Well, guess what? I had two. Oh my God. I woke up this morning in a rush. Oh my goodness. I ate, one of them was lemon and the other one was chocolate. And then I apparently got into a bowl of, oh my God, have you guys seen that they have honey bun? Hostess makes honey bun cereal. I know you guys like Ray, but you were going to the gym at show 1, show 2. You were in the gym every day. I'm still going, but I've discovered some aisles in the grocery store that I have not been down in a while since I've been on my health kick. So, turns out I fell off my diet a little bit. I had to check myself into a treatment facility for a day and a half just for sugar. It was not good. Mondays are going to be different. Was something that I posted. Because Mondays are different now, man. I'm doing stand-up, or I was doing stand-up, and now that date has got switched for my band. So it's kind of like giving up one awesome thing for another awesome thing. And you just like, what if I just did band practice at Riddles? Right? What if I told the guys at Riddles, can we just use the stage for an hour? How about I do my set for 5? We roll that set into an hour, 5. You let me practice. We give everybody a little entertainment. And I could really do both of my things that I like doing. What if I could do the podcast before my stand-up, roll it right into the band? I'm describing a fucking late-night talk show. What if I just quit my job and did this all the time as a show? You know, I do an opening. I do 5 minutes. I do a song with the band. I go into a story. We give recent news topics. I talk about the legalization of cannabis. Am I describing a talk show? I should really do a podcast. You should do a podcast. You should come on here and call me and tell me what kind of podcast you want to do. I know I'm crazy, you guys. So are you. So are you. So you're watching me, and so are you too. Show your wife. Look at him. He's losing his goddamn mind again on the YouTube. He's on here Sunday morning. He's had 2 coffees. He needs his medicine. He does. I do. I'm going to take my medicine. After I play, I'm going to play one more song. I did have songs picked out for today. I'm going to get into that topic that I talked about. I'm going to play one more song. I'm going to take my medicine. I'm gonna get this goddamn computer to turn on before I lose my shit biscuits. Look at you guys. If you're a technical advisor, get over here. I'm supposed to hire Devin, but that fucking guy, he ain't getting out of bed until what? 2024. 2025, Dev. Then you'll get out of bed. Thank you to the guy who said I have a golden voice. I really appreciated that. Thank you to Dustin for messaging me all the time. And Jared, I really miss you, dude. I haven't talked to you in a long time. And Becca, thanks for holding it down and still sticking with me. And all you guys on Instagram who are following at the Canna Show, thank you guys for figuring out what the muckety muck is on the Instagram that people have been posting about me, figuring out what the truth is, and finding your way back to me. You know what's funny is people have said, wait a second, but I thought I've been having a conversation with you on Instagram for like a month. That's not you. And I went, nope. Nope, that's not me. And they said, but didn't you steal some girl's equipment? I said, nope. All this stuff's been my show equipment for about 10 years. I want to see what those messages are. I think those are great. Actually, I'm going to start creating my own fake accounts about me. Just pictures of me with a great big horse dong. Pictures of me shirtless, riding horses. This is getting really weird. But thank you guys for doing that and reporting it to me and reporting them on Instagram. I can only tell as many people as I can. Like, I didn't want to post it on Facebook as well. I'm sure some of you guys saw that earlier in the week. I had to post something about a stalker that I have. I don't want to post anything like that because I don't want anybody getting in trouble. But people doing illegal stuff with my name on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, sending stuff and reporting stuff. And there's a girl out there who lives with an editor. This guy's a computer editor. You guys, I'll give the book up. I have the book next to me. There's a girl who put a book together with an editor who she lives with. And they're very good at taking messages and trying to portray people however they want. And it's been said to me, what are you going to do, dum-dum? You're too stupid to figure it out, is what they said to me. I don't have to figure it out. I just need you guys to figure it out. I don't take the time to figure this shit out. I just keep on going forward. So if you guys have figured out who the fakes are and who the messages have been coming from, report them. Send them pictures of your junk. Send them whatever you want. I think it's great. You can't ever come to Chicago again. You can't show your face in public again because the popos are looking for your ass. But you guys, I think this is a great thing. It's only good promotion for the show. You guys know who I am. I know who I am. My family knows who I am. And more importantly, who knows who I am? YouTube. I've been in contact with YouTube and they said, they keep everything that I put up on YouTube is now, it's all covered under YouTube's laws and whatever the fuck I signed through clicking OK. So, quite simply, you can't take my content and do anything with it. And if you do, it's illegal. Now that I have a lawyer, they've compiled all that. So if you are doing crimes anywhere on the internet, not just you, the person doing this in my show, if you are out there right now watching this and you've done some shit, there's a trail that leads back to you with everything they do, with everything you do. If you're doing some bad shit, there's a trail. Your phone leaves a trail. Everything leaves a trail. And if you keep on doing that and walking down that trail, you just put lights down it, right? Well, now that trail is fucking deep and it's just lit up and everybody's just watching you go back and forth down that trail until one time when you go down the trail, there's people there with a big net and they throw it over you and they drag you away. Anyway, in my silly brain in cartoon land, that's how that works. I'm going to play another song, finish my coffee, take my medicine, say hello to my brand new subscriber, Steve R. Hey, Steve R. Steve R. Let's guess what Steve's last name is. Steve Charles. I got nothing. What's a good R name? Raphael. I know Raphael is a good R name, Javier, but that's your uncle. You want Raphael. Really? Steve Raphael. Okay, Javi. Don't even do it again. Steve Raphael it is then, Jav. I also wanted to talk about hashtag not a lazy stoner, man. You guys, Not a Lazy Stoner group is to encourage daily movement while helping keep our community clean. April 27th. Did that already happen? April 27th at 10 a.m. Where? In Worth by the waterfalls. They're going to meet in the parking lot. They're going to walk around all of the waterfalls, trails, picking up litter, garbage. All the supplies will be provided for you. You know, they have those little stabby sticks, those little grabby things, you know, that you use to pick up your dog poop. You put it in a bag, you're helping out the community, and hashtag, you're not a lazy stoner. Not a lazy stoner. Stoners are not lazy. I don't know if you guys have had G6, but I fucking dare you to be lazy. After blasting up a little bit of medicated G6 down your fucking throat hole, boom! You're like, oh, well, yeah, because the fence needed to be painted, honey. No, the fence needed to be painted for the last 2 years. You just did it last weekend. But the G6 was on sale. I got it on super. I got 4.5 grams. The whole back fence is done. Get out of my face. You know what I'm doing? I'm a power wash the driveway. G6. Get it. Don't be a lazy stoner. Help out the community. I'm helping out the community by putting together CannaFest 2019. I used to do parties called Raise in Hell, where from the year 2001, I used to rent out the woods here in Chicago and just fill it up with bands and kegs. And, well, back then, that would come from Cali and just slang glass under the circus tent, and it was a lot of fun, man. So we used to do that year after year after year, and then we did it for a good cause. One year we fixed Woody's jaw because Bart's blasted him in the face and broke his jaw like a jerkhead. So we fixed Woody's face that year. Then the next year we did a bunch of stuff. I forgot what we did. We did a bunch of raffles. We gave away we gave away a bunch of shit that year. It was fun. Like golf clubs, skins for drum. We gave away drum shit. We gave away a TV. Andy V brought some TVs. We had the Cub Sox game on that year, so we gave away TVs and shit. But this year, it's years later. We're so much older and hairy. We have gray hair on our face. So we're gonna bring it back. Frank had Frank Fest. We had the Taste of Cal Sag a couple of years, but Raising Hell was the one, the one that I threw, where we just basically put kegs in the wood and said, hey, you guys have a fucking party. There's no organization other than yellow caution tape around kegs. That way, if the cops come, anybody who doesn't have a wristband on, take them away, fuckers. I don't give a shit. But this time, we have permits for everything and some really cool bands coming out, you guys. I cannot say the name of the band that's coming out yet, but I promise you guys, if you come to CannaFest 2019, you're going to want to be there at 2020. You're going to want to be there at 2021 because it's only going to get bigger. We have a venue that we're going to use for the following party after CannaFest 2019 that we're already planning this summer again. It's no longer named Toyota Park, but that's all I'm saying. Have you guys seen Toyota Park? You know where they play soccer over there? Now it's called SeatGeek Stadium. We're probably going to do the second biggest after CannaFest. We're going to call that one CannaFest. All right, we'll do it. After CannaFest, we're going to start putting together the second one. Out there, it's going to be even bigger. Hopefully the Durbin's in front of there is finished so we can do a live broadcast in front of it live. Then do the event outside of it live. I'm going to be live everywhere this summer, you guys. The awesome thing about that is, well, I don't know if it's that awesome. I'm busy as shit. Like right now, it's 10:49 on a Sunday. I have to go. I have 2 stops to make today for stickers, shirts, and then a meeting later on to discuss next weekend what we're doing as a crew. A lot of stuff is happening for the Canna Show. We have new people who work with the Canna Show. I don't like giving their names away because, again, we have a stalker out there that, for some reason, like if I talk about who works with me, the vendors who are working with me, if I do an advertisement for my best friend's wife's company, who it's the only form of income they're really having right now, and they need it to keep their head above water, and these people are going online and attacking them. They're attacking their businesses. They're reporting them to Instagram. They're attacking my friends, my artists, the artists and the vendors that are going to all these events. There's only 2 people doing it. One of them's in Chicago and one of them in Cali. And my point in saying this is we're going to be all over this summer. We're going to have lots of events, and we're not going to let anybody slow us down because, again, we're a community. I'm not just me doing a show. Everybody's going to be part of this show. We're going to be out everywhere in numbers. So let's have fun this summer. Let's not let anybody, the fucking haters, dude. That is a new thing in the cannabis industry. That's new. Bringing this high school fucking type of tactics into an actual business, an actual industry, an actual community. And like I said, we had a meeting last week, and I was telling people that in every fucking community, there's weirdos. Let's fucking give them a hug. Let's give them a hug. Let's pass it to them as well. Here you go. Take some medicine. We're a community, so we're either going to work together or we're going to banish you to the outskirts. You too can live under the bridge. Every community has a bridge. You want to be under it? You know what I mean? It's better to be part of it. Don't be an instigator. Don't be a hater. Don't be a problem fucking starter. You want to join this community? Get your card. Get your card. Come on down to an event, which is happening soon. I'm going to play this song because I do it every show and I like to.
All I know is I'm here today, I'm healthy, and I use medical cannabis, and I'm thankful.
I achieved complete clinical remission from the cannabis alone.
This is why I use it.
I would rather be illegally alive.
That's why my family uses it.
This child needs cannabis.
I'd take a
That's
hit
why you use
and
it.
the pain would disappear. It was instant. I mean, instant.
I've always looked at cannabis as being medicine.
People say you get high. You don't get high, you get medicated.
I'd like to see it so that, people aren't criminalized over something that's medicinal.
It's a God-given plant. We should all be able to use it. It's real medicine.
Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high. Such a short way up and such a long way down. And is it a bubble like where they are right down? The way you're something off it off your way by pound. In a fields of marijuana, that is my playground. I love you, Mary Jane. You're the prettiest of flowers, girl, me can't complain. When I'm with you, I feel so high, I rise above the rain. And you know the people damage like that bitch cocaine. No, I leave them lonely, feeling only pain. Cause your DNA is of the highest strain. Your effect is so potent, it's so insane. You so gummy and sticky like a plaster stain. When you grind out your body, only stems remain. And to love you is so risky, I might get detained. You always keep me flying on the highest plane. And anybody know will always proclaim. Medication. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high. Your leaves of green, your purples and blues, has cured little kids and old women too. And I say to myself, what a wonderful herb. And I say to myself, what a wonderful herb. Look how Babylon stood up in. Them fight you for years, for your love only a man serve years. Babylon stood up in. Them fight you for years. I know the whole of them are buy shares. You should be a celebrity amongst any tree across the 7 seas for your energy, but you're an enemy, catching felonies for the remedies in your recipes. Your medication makes me high. Just be patient. I'm like a patient trying to find levitation. Run your fingers down my spine. Elevation. Your medication makes me high. Master, how you feel splendid indeed. With a little bit of black splendid in the weed. Appearance grow indoors, not a stick nor seed. And she never post ripe, it was a real slow speed. No fertilizer, natural baby feed. No cross pollination, she's a real pure breed. Cultivated with love and she's not grown for greed. She's everything I want and also all I need. Medication. Your medication makes me high.
what a wonderful herb. And I say to myself, I love that song. Don't you love that song? It makes me want to take my medication. And you too should take your medication. If you don't know how to take your medication, where to get your medication, or how to get your card, so that you too can participate in CannaFest and most of the events that are happening here in Chicago this summer. Well, I'll tell you. Hit me up at ysdapnow@gmail.com or my personal email address, raymondparton@gmail. They have a bunch of events that are happening for women in cannabis too here in Chicago. I help facilitate, that's another hard word, Ray. I help facilitate an event here by just basically pointing these women in a beautiful direction and saying, hey, over there is this place. It's a wine bar. There's 6 ladies in there just gambling all their dead husbands' money away. I'm pretty sure this is a perfect place for you guys to go and have a great event. And they went there, and it was. It's a perfect little location for these women to all sit around, and basically their stories are some of the best stories that I've ever heard, because I did have the wonderful opportunity of sitting there and listening to them tell why they have their card, their caregivers, who they help with their card, what different types of, oh my goodness, what different types of recipes they have. They pass around these beautiful recipes, how to infuse everything across the board. You want to wake up in the morning and have some eggs, they'll show you how to infuse your fucking eggs. If you want to have a bowl of cereal, you want to have a great, smoothie, throw some stuff in the Ninja blender over here and infuse your Ninja blender or your smoothie. Start your morning out right. But they have they're just some of the best stories, and they're some of the sweetest people, and it really shows how far cannabis is coming in Chicago, that there are professionals, that there are women in this industry that are professionals, they're business owners, and they're cannabis users, and they're promoting the use of cannabis in their community to better it, to help people, to get people off of medications that everybody, that I know you shouldn't be on. Your doctor knows you shouldn't be on it. Your family knows you shouldn't be on it because it's fucking obvious. Everybody knows. There's a way easier way to do this. For whatever ailments you think that you might have that cannabis will not take care of, it will. There's multiple cannabinoids across the spectrum. You guys, I'm not the guy to ask. We're going to have some specialists come on here. Some people who work at Windy City, some people who work at some different dispensaries, to explain to you all of the different positive health benefits for using cannabis, by what it can help you do, what can help you fix, how to start the process. If you think it's immediate, well, it's like anything. You have to figure it out. I mean, it really would take you a matter of, a week or so sitting down with the right people and how to get yourself on track to feeling better. I'm not saying that it's the cure-all, but it's the fucking best place to start. Get off what you're on right now. Switch that shit up. Go to a dispensary. Talk to somebody. Walk in, like I said before, and just start talking to them. Ask them a couple of questions, and they'll tell you. I can't see because one of the medications was supposed to fix my dying eyes, and that's not working yet. Both of them are dying. I'm just getting older and older. I got this map sitting next to me. You guys see this map? Again, this map is of the Cook County woods. I suggest you guys go on, your Google, and just Google Cook County woods, Maple Lake area. What the fuck is Ray got going on out there? If you are feeling so fucking Columbo-ish this morning, you could put it together. I'm going to put some background music on and read you guys an article real quickly. I know you guys are excited about that, because if you were in class with me anywhere from, I don't know, pre-K to 7th and 8th grade, you're like, oh God, Ray's reading. Well, give him 15 minutes. He's going to get through this. It's because I had a lot going on in my brain. Even at that age, I was doing a radio show in my head, sitting there in Miss Monterano's class. Sorry. I go off. I know. I go off. I'm going to, Devin, if you email me or message me again that it's lagging, I'm going to lag you right in the side of your head. That's not nice. This says, should Illinois legalize marijuana? Not so fast. I don't like that when I heard it. I don't like that I heard it. When they became the first state to legalize recreational marijuana in 2012, Colorado and Washington started something big. Since then, 8 other states, along with the District of Columbia, have followed suit, including Cali and Massachusetts and the Midwest first, Michigan. Governor Pritzker is eager to see Illinois join this movement. Embracing pot may not turn out to be a fine deal in the end, but our advice is to slow down the rush of legislation, to pay attention to what's happened to these other jurisdictions, to give serious consideration to the problems that could arise. It's more important to make policy right than to make it quickly. You guys, so we'll get into what all this means. Illinois was late to the game in approving medical marijuana in 2013. It limited access to patients, right, with 35 conditions, so that the list was very small. In 2016, Rauner signed a bill removing criminal penalties for possession of small amounts, meaning you can carry that shit now. You can walk around and you're not going to get busted, and if you did, maybe they'll take it off your record. We'll see. But the advantage Illinois has in this opportunity is to learn from the experiences elsewhere. That's what I was trying to say. We get the chance to watch what other states did wrong. That has to do with the payment system, how to get your weed, delivery, everything across the board, criminalization, everything, right? Sanctioning the adult use of cannabis is a big change from prohibition, right? This was national, blah, 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 blah. It lasted for decades. We're not going to get into all that because we all know we couldn't fucking walk around with pot. Not everyone, by the way, is on board. Among these groups opposing legalization are the Catholic Conference of Illinois, the state chapter of the NAACP, and the Illinois Association of Chiefs of Police. So the cops are, listen, I understand that you guys are fighting it because you've been fighting it for years, and it would be kind of fucked up to be like, hey, we've been fighting this team over here for fucking like 30 years. We've been playing them every Sunday. Now we're just going to wash the record and say they beat us every time, and we're going to let them come in here and stomp our ass. I know that's a bad analogy, but we're going to fucking stomp your ass. I'm sorry. We're coming in with cannabis because it's medication. Because all of you guys, you have family members that are using it. It's kind of hypocritical. You're going to stop your grandmother for taking her medication, right? You guys need to wake up a little bit. I know that I'm not the guy to convince you that, oh my God, Ray's making a point. I'm probably not. I'm just trying to say that it's happening. We worry that our leaders smell money and will hurry to grab it. The state of Colorado took nearly $267 million last year from marijuana taxes and fees. Colorado has about half the population of Illinois, so it's safe to assume that the annual take here would be about twice as large. You guys, did you hear that? Something like $530 million is sitting on the table for Illinois. That's a good chunk of change, but it's equal to only about 1.3% of the $39 billion, $39 billion with a B, that Pritzker proposes to spend next year. We're going to help. You're going to help. And JB, if you're watching, can I have my own lane for the Canna Show van down the highway, please? I'm patient 411 of the Illinois Pilot Program. I just want to say hi real quick and get high. State Representative Kelly Cassidy, a Democrat from Chicago, and a State Senator Heather Steens, Democrat, Chicago, have been working for some time on legislation to legalize recreational cannabis. They say the plan to introduce legislation, it's soon, it's very soon, but mid-April, right? But it's mid-April. The legislation will adjourn next month. The General Assembly includes many new members who were sworn in January, right? See, now that's where they fuck shit up. They should be able to do so in light of the experiences in other states, blah, 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 blah. Michigan hasn't even begun its commercial sales yet. So I'll go over that again real briefly. But you guys, We're talking about a dramatic change in this state's drug policy. Supporters can give plenty of reasons why it's a good idea, but legalizing recreational marijuana is not an issue the legislation should jam through. They don't want it to go through quickly again, you guys, because they want to, we know politics, they want to attach a bunch of shit to it, right? Somebody else is going to realize that this is going to go through, and they're going to try to fucking attach it. The likely benefits are clear. It would spare the users the threat of arrest and incarceration. It would relieve cops from enforcing laws that are widely ignored. It would spare taxpayers the cost of enforcing punishments, right? Because how many times do you go in court and there's a dude in there got busted with a blunt? Let him go home. He's got to fucking get to work, you dick. It would allow adults to enjoy the substance it would allow adults to enjoy a substance that is less detrimental to health than alcohol or tobacco. You guys sitting at these bars that you can smoke in Indiana, oh my God. I'm going to open up a bar here in Chicago soon that you can just sit in and blaze, dude. Those people are going to be alive in there until 143. Sipping on coffee, rolling blunts. I know that was bad, but anyway. What I'm saying here is simply decriminalization helps. Decriminalization helps, but it co-signs production and sales to the black market that rewards criminals, gangs, and cartels. It leaves us exposed to the unregulated substance that is often adulterated with toxic ingredients, including fentanyl, a potent and sometimes deadly opioid. It doesn't furnish special safeguards for teens. You guys, what they're trying to say here is, this is the article trying to start to spin out of control, and I don't like it. It's basically, When they do articles like this, they have to point at something, and they're going to try to point at teens, and they're going to point at drug use and how this is going to, open up the floodgates for kids to get into other drugs. And I really don't think that marijuana does that. I don't. I personally have done some drugs that I'm not proud of. I'm not afraid to admit that shit. But the one that I've taken since I was a small kid, the one I've taken for a while, and the one that has worked for me, has been cannabis. I'm sure if you guys watch me just read this article, you'd say, well, Ray, it's not really good for your social reading skills, but I agree that it does help you with your temper. Okay. Among the rules that deserve some consideration, right, are warning labels, limits of potency, strict controls on edibles. Now, I do agree with that. Some of those edibles are crazy. I mean, Longwick definitely has to be fucking regulated. I'm not sure. Controls on edibles, local authority over the location of retail shops, tough penalties for sales to minors, and of course, these are the same rules and guidelines that you'd give to a liquor store, right? You can't sell them all right, so among the rules that deserve consideration are warning labels. Okay, do they have that at the liquor stores? I'm sure they do. Limits on potency. You could buy 55-gallon drum of fucking Jack Daniels and roll it out of a liquor store. They're not going to stop you. Eat a dick on that. If people want to get high as shit biscuits, then let them. No one's going to die from weed. We'll judge that. I'm taking the whole goddamn control on edibles thing back. Strict control on edibles. Bullshit. You want to know how you counteract an edible? You ate too much edible? You had just make a pot of coffee and start drinking it. About 2 cups later, you're golden again. You're like, give me another cookie. I'm in there. Put me in, coach. I want another cookie. How to detect impairment among drivers who use cannabis is going to be a challenge. I heard they're going to come out with these little breath strip things, but eat my dick. Okay, so how to detect impairment among drivers who use cannabis is going to be a challenge. Setting the tax rate is also going to be very important. Too low and the revenue is less than it could be. Too high and the buyers will turn back to the black market. I know a guy who knows a guy. Give me a... All right, the states that have embraced legalization are grappling with all of these issues, and Illinois policymakers would be wise to give those experiments a bit more time to produce useful information. Learning from their mistakes is the best way to avoid more of them here in Illinois. again, like I said back when I fucking knew this was coming to Chicago, why don't we just, holy shit, it's snowing balls outside. I'm going to go make a snowman, Javi. Let me finish this, Javi. Look at you putting your snowsuit on. All right. Like I said back in the day, when I knew this was coming to Chicago, is let's just sit back and see what other states are doing wrong, including how to pay for your weed. Let's see what everyone's doing wrong. Let's do it right here in Chicago, and let's do it right the first time. We got JB Pritzker on board. We got everybody driving the bus. This is going to be great. I only see good things happening for me and you in the cannabis industry here in Chicago. And you guys, if you don't have your foot in the door, put on some steel-toe boots or, I don't know, ones that you don't mind getting dirty, because there is dirt involved in cannabis. Put your shoes on and stick your foot in the door, because there's so much happening. I'm fucking in the door. I don't really know how far I'm in the door because people keep trying to push it closed on me, and I said, stop it, I got stuff to do. Play this song. You guys, have a great Sunday. I'm gonna have one. Okay, do it. We're not playing Ween. I already did Ween. Alright, let's do this one then. If we're gonna do a Ween song, let's do this one.
All that slugger at the bar.
No, we're not doing that one either. Cancel it. Cancel it. I'm so sorry if you guys didn't want me to slurp my nose and play that song, but I did. You guys, what are you guys doing today, though? If you want, you can email me. I'll tell you what I'm doing. It's going to be nothing filled with nothing after I go get my shirt, and a little bit of nothing. Just because my dude gave me this song when I was really young, and I really enjoyed it. It's snowing outside. I'm gonna go outside and make a snowman or snow angels or snow... I'm gonna make a snow Lucifer. And play this song again. I'm just joking. You guys, thank you for watching the show on Sunday. Or whatever day you finally chose to watch it. I'm gonna play this to end the show. Just because this is normally how I start the show. But I want to play it because I think it's appropriate that I do it every show. Jared, sorry about your ears. Really sorry about that. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you guys hydrate. It's Sunday. I want you to remember that your liver deserves some fluids. Your mouth hole deserves some food. And, well, you deserve some love. That's a new thing I just came up with. I'm going to play this right now. You guys have a great day.
Hey, you wanna get high, man? I was in that shit, man. I never had no dope like that before in my life, man.
You suck, Ray.
Shit before, man. Well, goddamn, man, that's heavy shit. You okay?
Ray.
Listen, man.
Javi, it's my show. I'll do it again if I want. That cord is a dick. You broke it last night, and now you're making the people suffer. You should edit this, Ray. I don't wanna.
Look, Ray, let's not do nothing stupid. Hey, look, Ray, we'll make a new deal. Whatever make you
I'll see you guys later.
You wanna get high, man? Goddamn, I was in that shit, man. I never had no dope like that before in my life, man. That's the heaviest shit I ever smoked, man. I mean, I smoked a lot of shit before, man. But goddamn, man, that's heavy shit. You okay? I can't breathe. Listen, man. I can't breathe, man.
Javi, you wanna go outside?
I do want to go outside. I want to play in the fucking snow. I'm gonna make a snowman. I'm gonna make 2 snowballs. I'm gonna make, I'm gonna make a snow dick.
Who's on munchies?
You're gonna make a what?
Not me.
A snow dick.
Be me. What do you guys want?
It's a snow dick.
Sour cream.
I'm gonna make a big snow dick. I'm gonna put it on the street. I'm gonna point a snow dick right at your face. Fuck you.
Dude, Javi, you're an asshole.
You're a dick.
I'm not a dick.
Popcorn, red popcorn.
You're a snow dick.
Graham crackers, marshmallows, little marshmallows, and little chocolate bars.
You're not gonna get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some celery, grape chili, Captain Crunch, blue crunch berries, pizzas. We need 2 big pizzas, man. Everything on them with water, whole lot of water. Hey, why didn't you tell me we're into this shit, man? We could have been hanging out months ago. No.
That's bad, baby. Come on, man. Hang out for a minute. Smoke with me. I got my bong out. Come on.
For you, man. I'll stay for a minute.
You've come through the worst physical reactions. We should begin psychotherapy sessions.
Wait, you're the man.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday. You ain't got no job. And you ain't got shit to do.
Where are the movies?
I'm serious.
Hey Sam, big, huge fan, first time caller. Here's my piece.
Alright.
If marijuana is not legal within the next 5 years, I have no faith left in humanity, period. Everyone likes smoking weed. They have for thousands of years. They're not going to stop anytime soon. You know, it makes everything better. It makes food taste better. It makes music better. It makes sex feel better, for God's sakes. It makes shitty movies better, you know?
This is it, man. This is what your grandchildren are going to be smoking. Future. The future.
That's amazing. Well, got the weed in the bag.
Nice.
Okay.
You are going to light these 2 ends while I light this end.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Ready.
As your governor, I will be committed to helping us become the fastest growing big state economy in the nation. I'll be our state's best chief marketing officer.
Yeah, you will.
To attract jobs and businesses to Illinois. We'll bring capital and technical assistance and mentorship to help Illinoisans across our state
The Canna
to
Show.
start and build new businesses and new jobs.
The Canna Show.
Our economic success depends upon
So does mine, JB.
in the interest of keeping the public safe from harm.
I'm safe.
Safe from harm, and in the interest of expanding
I got security, dog.
true justice in our criminal justice system and advancing economic inclusion, I will work with the legislature to legalize, tax, and regulate the sale of recreational cannabis in Illinois.
I like it.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride.
What the hell is he playing right now? It's April. April? What's he mixing in? Yeah, jingle bell. What? Bullshit. Put your snowsuit on, we're riding the bike.